this is Nina Perez, and this is Memoirs of a Fat Girl, and I have a really dear friend of mine here. Her name is Rocio Fields, and she is a personal trainer, and she also does a lot of triathlons, right?
That's right.
Yeah, that would not be me. Not right now.
In time, maybe.
Maybe.
Yourself
You never know. You never know. I was reading an article about this woman who was in her 80s, who her sister and her have always promised each other that they were going to be healthier. And so her sister ended up passing away from health reasons. And so she ended up taking the baton, and she ended up becoming like this big athlete at like 78 to 80 years old. And she like is a bodybuilder. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but she's like a bodybuilder. And like, I know, at 80, I was like, I'm 47. I think I have a chance.
There's hope for me.
There's hope for me.
Keep going. Yeah.
So, Rocio, I wanted to introduce our viewers to you and what you do, and also wanted to talk to you about your journey a little bit. Like, you've always pretty been fit, though, as far as I can remember. So you've always been at least thinner, right? You've always been, I don't know about fit, right? Because those are two different things. Right. So what's your journey?
Yeah. No, I feel I've always been interested in exercise. I remember being like 7 or 8 years old in my own room, just lifting my legs and side lifts. I didn't know what I really was doing, but I've always wanted to be active, and I've always was a little tomboy running around the neighborhood. But there was a time where I did hit, while I was pregnant, hit 165 pounds, and it was health reasons. And it was a thyroid issue that I had, and so that was my heaviest, but I knew I needed to do something about it. But so I did go ahead and have a physical, and found out that I had a thyroid issue, hypothyroidism. And then I realized that between getting the right physical, the right medicine, and then exercise was a thing, because also when I was at that weight, 165, I was getting a lot of joint issues, a lot of pain, a lot of discomforts, a lot of almost like depression symptoms, and that was all tied into hypothyroidism. And also getting the diet right was an issue, was a concern.
Right.
And once I realized through the physical exam that I had that I also had celiac, then I need to get back on track and work out. But I think my journey was, what really kicked it off for me was that I was giving to the family in the wrong way. I thought if I just put myself on the back burner and give them first, so if they needed something, I'd stop what I was doing to give to them.
Oh, that's a common thing.
Yes, and I think that's what we do as women.
Yeah.
And as women, we're givers and we're not takers. And if we do take, we feel guilty.
Right.
And I think that's one of our biggest battles. Either if you're thin or not, or if you're overweight or obese, we still tend to give.
That's true.
Instead of take. So I think throughout my life, I noticed that, wait a minute, things aren't working for me, and I was feeling I wasn't meeting my potential with giving.
Okay.
I felt I was,
that makes sense.
I felt like I was giving, but not really from the heart, and not really the best way I can give. So I thought, there's something missing. So then I realized that if I would go exercise first in the morning, give something to myself first, I was so much better at giving, and I was such a better mother, and that's what set it off for me.
Okay.
So I was getting up early, even though I was not really a morning person. I turned into a morning person because I knew that this was what was going to give my family the best thing, was a better mom, a better wife.
Right.
And in the end, I felt better for myself.
Yeah,
so
that was your gift. That was your gift to you, was exercise. That's funny. Most people think about their gift to themselves being a tangible thing, right? Like you go and buy yourself something first, like a gift or a prize or something like that, or you meditate in the morning, or you read a book or something like that. But exercise, it's funny that would be the one that you chose, right? So I think that for me, that's more of a challenge, because I actually, when I exercise, I like it. It's the oomph to get there, right?
Exactly.
It's like I'm not a morning person either. And I've been trying to become a morning person. I do get up early because I have to work. But if I didn't have to, I don't know if I ever would. I don't know if I ever would. But the exercise thing is, there was a year when I was in my previous marriage where it made me very joyful to exercise. So I used to go and exercise every day after work for at least an hour, and I loved it. But it started to become an issue in my marriage because my husband was getting upset and jealous and angry that I was in the gym and all that. And so then out of like, I guess, frustration with the marriage and with him, I just like, fine, I just won't work out. And I kind of just left it.
And you gave
I gave.
You gave
exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I'm having trouble getting back to that. Back to that love of it. I've been overweight now. I've been struggling with this for about 20 years. 20, if not a little bit more. I've always been a pretty thick girl, but I used to always like to run. I used to like to dance. I used to like to do all of that stuff. And then I had my son. He's going to be 26 tomorrow, funny enough. And for, that's just, and I say a struggle because it is a mental thing.
It is.
It's a mental thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so in your case, what I would suggest is finding that one thing that's really sensitive to you that you feel is going to turn it around for you. So whether it be even a reward of some sort of reward. I really truly believe in incentives.
Right.
So it's finding that incentive. We all do things for reasons.
Right.
There's always an incentive for something. And if we can find that right incentive for you, whether it be a piece of clothing that you like, or if it's even a little treat that you say, yes, I went out. I'm not saying that you're going to go work out so you can eat more,
right?
Because that is a big issue,
right?
Counterproductive, and a big issue that people feel that once they start working out, they work out for weeks on end, but they feel now they've earned those calories.
Well, that's exactly what I do.
So
that's exactly what I do.
They don't see any change, and it's really not the case. But I wouldn't want to take it to that extreme where you would not eat what you want to eat. But finding that incentive, I think, is key for you. Now, whether it be a thought, maybe it's a thought. Like, for example, my incentive is that here in the United States, we live here, and we have a very nice life here. In other countries, they're struggling. They walk to school for miles on end.
Yeah.
They're getting up. I just heard on in PR today about a tribe that gets up twice a night because they need to go get their wood to keep the fire going to stay warm. So all these hardships.
Yeah.
So I often think, well, you know what? If they're doing that hardship, I can get up and go work out. I'm gonna try to be as tough as they are. So they're inspiring to me. Those people that are working super hard just to stay alive, just so they can choose from being warm or being fed. So depending on what their choices are they going to get food for that day, or are they going to get the wood to stay warm? So they have to make these decisions that are really tough. And for us to make a decision, yes, we have it easy, and then it's comfortable. So almost like a mindset of a warrior is what I like to say. Okay, I can do this. I'm going to go out. I'm going to be a warrior. I'm going to go ahead and feed my needs of getting back into health, or my wants, and getting back into it, and being strong enough to overcome that. And
almost a discipline, right?
It's a discipline, right? Yeah, I feel like that's that mindset of thinking, you know what, I can do this. People are suffering much worse than going through uncomfortable. So in a way, getting comfortable with the uncomfortable is what I'm trying to get wrapped around. Getting comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's funny because that's who I am in my life, right? Like
you are. Yeah. I know you. And
I challenge myself.
Right. Yes, but when it comes to working out,
this is the one thing, right? The working out and the eating healthy. I think honestly, it's a failure issue. I think it's I've gone to places where I've like, okay, so when I married my current husband, that's the last one, I promise. I only had two. I remember when we were getting married, my goal was I needed to be a certain weight for our wedding to fit in that dress that I wanted.
There's
right?
Your incentive.
Yes. I did. I got on Atkins. I lost all the weight. Got married. Didn't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's the thing that I'm trying to overcome in this journey. The reason why I'm doing the show is because I feel like I'm constantly hitting this wall where I self-sabotage. And so I'm a very strong person. Like if I say I'm going to do something for business, I do it. If I say I'm going to start a show, I start one. This is what I do.
I write a book, you write one.
Exactly. Like I do that with everything in my life, and this one thing is, I don't understand it. It's so frustrating. So the journey of Memoirs of a Fat Girl is because I am actually doing this live so that I can now have a actual timeline and basically exposing myself and vulnerabilities to people, right? This is what I'm going through. This is what and not just me, like every.
That's inspiring, and you'll be helping.
Yeah, I hope so. That's the whole point.
Yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a slow journey because I want it to be a long-lasting journey.
And it is.
Right.
That's the key consistency. So, and if you said failure, you felt that you were afraid to fail once you get going.
Yeah, which is funny because the failure really in my mind, even with my businesses and all that, the failure in my mind is never starting.
It's never starting, right?
But for weight loss or stuff, I almost feel like, I don't know. Is it? I don't know what it is. I feel like that part of me almost doesn't want to sacrifice enough. You know, because I'm afraid that I'm going to get to a certain point and then I'm going to fail because I've been doing that for 20 years.
Yes.
You know, I get to this point, I've lost 20 pounds. Let me have that ice cream.
Right.
Not just ice cream, a pint of ice cream.
And that's the key.
Yes.
Is to make it just a little.
Yeah.
And really what I feel with losing weight, if that's the main goal of what you like to do, it's about really, Oprah Winfrey said it, and it's so true. Unless you have, that's why I always start off with having a physical first, making sure there's no metabolic issues, with thyroid issues. But Oprah Winfrey said it correctly. It's calorie deficit. So if you get into that calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. Anyone's going to lose weight, even if you're eating McDonald's or anything. I'm not for that. I don't propose that be the case. But that is true. If you're eating McDonald's only and you're eating a little bit of it, but you're working out a lot, you're still going to be in a calorie deficit, not in a healthy way, but you're going to lose weight. But your muscles are not going to get the minerals, the nutrition that it needs. They're not going to be as strong versus if you were eating the proper right amount of food or not as many calories of really good, solid, nutritional food, and then working out a lot or working out excess calories. So you're at a calorie deficit, then that's when you're going to lose weight.
Right. Honestly, what I want to do is be healthier more than losing the weight.
And that's it.
Right.
If we can change that mindset of losing weight, because that's where I struggle myself with people when they say they want to lose weight.
But I've done that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've done the losing weight. Yeah, I've done the losing weight. The losing weight. I've done that. It's the healthier lifestyle that I'm doing now because I'm like, I could lose weight. Yeah. I could either stop eating, do the fasting, intermittent fasting, do the low carb. Right, but if I don't change this is where I'm having my issue.
And this is what I often tell a lot of my clients is it's a lifelong walk. Yeah. It's not a temporary fix. It's something, and I'm not saying pick a specific diet, paleo or Atkins or gluten-free. I'm saying pick the right diet that's for you, that you can sustain, that you can change your life around. Say this, I can live with this. I can live with this. Yeah. And once we find that particular diet that we know we can stick with forever and ever, and make that lifestyle change that we're comfortable on doing, then that's when it happens.
That's very wise.
Consistency. Yeah. Also, and not giving up and just saying and finding really what works for you. Right. I think that's key too. Yeah.
That's very wise because I've done Atkins, Mediterranean, you name them. I pretty much have done that, right? And I found that a low carb diet works best for me. Like I feel better on that. I've even tried, trying to go more vegetarian, trying to go more vegan. Like vegan doesn't work. I'm sorry, guys. I can't be a vegan. But what I really did find is that when I have a higher protein, low carb diet, it just seems to work better for me, right? And I know immediately when I've had something I shouldn't have. Like if I had that dessert after dinner or whatever, I don't feel right actually. I end up not feeling well, but it's almost like you get accustomed to not feeling well.
Right.
And so you almost don't even realize that you're not feeling well.
Because once you start feeling great, then you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this is how I could feel. Because you're so used to feeling a certain way. It's so true. It's just like with people that eat McDonald's or Burger King. To them, that's what they like, and it's a quick fix of feeling satisfied.
Right.
But in a little bit, they're going to be hungry again because it's the wrong kind of carbs. Or the wrong kind of sugar. And so
and I know carbs are important. You need carbs for energy and to burn.
Right, and the good ones because
the good ones.
Yes, because we're not engineered to process wheat. The modern wheat we can't.
I'm actually gluten intolerant, so I can't have gluten either.
That's me. Too.
And you have celiac, so that's even like you're even more sensitive to
it. It's a lot.
I was really sick. I thought that I had, they thought I had MS. And then they thought I had Lyme disease. They thought I had all this stuff. And it turns out I went to a naturopath and she's like, can I just take your blood? And I'm like, sure. Sure enough, I am highly intolerant to gluten, cow milk, salmon, believe it or not. And I was like, wow. I stopped eating that stuff and within like 5 to 6 weeks, I couldn't believe it.
It's a big difference.
I couldn't believe it. I wasn't like dropping to my knees in pain. It was crazy.
And more energy. And happier.
Yeah.
It really
and I know when I have it, like when I cheat, and I'm like, okay, it's just one slice of cake. Oh man, like 2 days later, I'm like, why?
It just feels heavy, right? It feels like just
heavy, and it hurts your body because your body's saying, hello, I'm telling you through your blood that this doesn't work.
And the other thing, that you might want to try, I don't know if you tried it yet, but I truly, supplements, I'm not big on supplements. Natural foods, whole foods, foods less than 5 ingredients, and if it's going to be a box or a can. But your flora in your intestines, your digestive system, if it's not working properly, a lot of those nutrients are going to get in. So I truly believe, I don't believe in supplements, but I believe in a probiotic. Once a day or every other day, or kombucha drinks. I like those are great. They keep your flora healthy and the right germs in your intestines, so your digestive system can work what it's supposed to do, pull in the great nutrients and get rid of the toxins.
Right, so, and that makes sense because everything I eat bothers my stomach, and especially if I eat, believe it or not, a lot of vegetables bother me, and a lot of like greens and stuff. I get stomach pains like no tomorrow. And I'm just like, why is everything I'm eating, affecting me this way? So to your point, though, I do believe also in what you said, getting my blood work done, getting all of that done.
Physical?
I'm getting a full physical workup with a naturopathic doctor in Bridgeport, hopefully in 2 weeks.
I know who you're talking about. I have a client that I think just went to, I have to make sure it's the name.
I forgot her name, but she's
a female doctor.
Yes, a female group.
She was a physician and she moved over to homeopathic.
So she's in Bridgeport, and I'm gonna go see her. And I hear good things about her, so I'm gonna go see her. But also, I'm gonna do a full physical, and then I want to go from there because I need to be healthier. This is not working. And the whole journey for this, guys, is because I don't want to die. Okay, like a lot of people say, why do you keep saying, like, I've had a lot of pushback on the word fat in my title, right? Because it's Memoirs of a Fat Girl going from FAT to PHAT, which is pretty healthy and terrific, right?
That's great.
And a lot of people are like, why are you using the word fat? Because I'm fat! I'm not trying to lose any. You're like, my friend said, aren't you big boned? I'm not trying to lose bones, Rocio.
You're being honest. You're being honest.
I mean, listen, I know that there's a big thing going on right now with like fat shaming and blah, 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 but honestly, I'm not ashamed of being fat. I just want to be healthier.
And you're so beautiful inside.
I'm beautiful in and out, girlfriend.
You want to be more functional.
I want to be more functional. And honestly, I want to be a runner is what I want to be.
And you will be a runner.
And I'm
be a runner.
I'm going to be a runner. Okay? I'm going to be a runner. Yes. I get so afraid, but I am going to be a runner.
Yesterday, you are going to be right. Yesterday, I did the Boston Build-Up 15K race, and I went head-to-head with a female. She must have been 20 pounds heavier than me. She was heavier, and she was kicking my butt. She was in front of me. She was pacing. I was pacing her. I couldn't keep up, and it's amazing. So you can be a runner.
All right.
You will be a runner.
Your word.
She's and I believe that's her. she runs, and she's and it's just a matter of getting into it. And
Yeah.
Step by step,
Yeah.
1 mile a day or every other day, then 2 miles progressively.
I found an app called Couch to 5K.
Yeah, I have that one.
You have it. Do you like it?
I like it.
Okay.
Because I might be starting, supposed to be starting a Couch to 5K at the YMCA in Wilton.
Okay.
So I did want to take a look at that and see what kind of ideas they have through the 5K. But I think it's a great start. That's a great start.
Okay.
But
well, it's a good start for somebody who doesn't.
Walk, run first, and then progress.
Yeah, because I don't know if I can just go run a mile because I just don't have the stamina to be honest.
Yeah.
I can walk. I like walking and I do power walking. I do like that, but I can't run.
Yeah.
Not yet.
However you do it, and the key to running is also getting those miles in per week. So if you can, 1 week, if you can get 4 miles in, however it is, walk, run, and then next week 5 miles, and then following 6 miles, and increase on a weekly basis.
That's a good idea.
Yes, and it doesn't have to be complete running or intervals as of yet.
But so have it for the week though, not for the not for that day.
Week.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so to just look to see what you did, and there's a lot of apps out there like Strava that track your workouts that you can input, like Training Peaks also is another one, Final Surge, but there's lots of apps there. So that could be an incentive in its own meaning. So an incentive to, I don't know if some people are gamers and they like the game part, prospect of exercise, so they like to go work out because they want to get that in their account. It counts towards the day. So they like to go into their computers and add their workout and analyze it. So, and then they can see their progress, and so that's also.
And what's that one?
Well, the one I would recommend is Strava for runners.
Okay.
Yeah, Strava.
Okay.
Yeah, Strava. It's Strava.
Okay.
And it's free, unless you want the premium, but premium package, which has more detailed stuff, analysis tools. But it's a great.
I'll make sure I put that in the link below too. Strava. Okay.
And that, like I said, that could be one of your incentives to see how you're doing on Strava. Things like that. Yes.
That's
and
so
you can
cool.
connect it to your Apple. You have Apple? I
I do.
believe you can use the Apple.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to upload your workout, as soon as you hit stop, it'll go straight to your Strava. There's a way of connecting it.
Of course there is.
Actually, it might not be.
We don't have to do anything on manually anymore.
I think it might be Garmin. Garmin, you can do it on a Garmin for sure.
Okay.
But I think Apple, you can. Training Peaks, there is a way of doing it on Training Peaks to just upload your workout right away, and all your stats will be right in there as soon as you're done. Yeah, incredible.
Well, Rocio likes to eat eggs, and I like to eat eggs too. So for you vegans, I'm sorry. What we're gonna do is, do we cut these or do we just put them whole like this?
I just put them whole in the bowl.
This one broke.
And the reason I like eggs is because it's your complete protein. You only need amino acids, and you have essential amino acids that our body doesn't make. There's amino acids that our body makes for us that we don't need.
Less or more?
That's perfect.
Okay.
And you just stir it. So I like ghee because it's a replacement of butter. Butter is great too. Anything whole and organic would be best. So you can be sure you're getting
grass-fed organic
nice
ghee. It's very nice.
Where did you get that, Nina?
I got this at this place called Patel Brothers.
Oh,
it's
I
an
know
Indian
it is.
shop. I love that shop.
That's in Norwalk, right?
That's in Norwalk. Yep.
Okay, across from Best Buy.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I go in there for my spices, my nuts.
Oh, I have to go in there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Do you eat grains at all, or do you stay away from grains?
I do grains, but they have to be gluten free. So like I have whole wheat grain, but I do have grains. I have brown rice. And white rice I don't do, only when I'm a race, the night before a race, then I'll have white rice because that's sugar, basically turns into carbohydrates.
Okay.
Yes, I do grains, and a whole like brown rice.
Do you do oats and stuff like that?
I do gluten-free oats, absolutely. So I do carbs too, and the natural carbs and the gluten-free oats.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay, I asked because this is another thing for a person. That's why I like what you said. It's not about the diet, but the diet that works for you. That's really going to be vital to me in this journey because everybody has an opinion, and I'm not saying that their opinions are wrong. There's so many, and I've read so many books. I know that for sure. All of you guys as personal trainers and health professionals 100% agree sugar is bad.
Right.
as far as white granulated sugar, right?
Fructose corn syrup.
Yes.
type
Oh
sugar.
God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Awful. I don't buy anything with that in it. I try my hardest not to.
Poison.
And it's in everything. It's in a lot of things. Yeah. So I've been trying to, because I have a family history of diabetes, I don't want to become diabetic. And so I've been trying to do sugar alternatives like natural ones like monk fruit, erythritol, things like that. Stevia. Yep, I like stevia. I use that too. And then somebody told me to have raw organic sugar, honey. How do you feel about that?
I like that. I like
Okay.
that. In moderation, very little.
Yeah, very little.
And I'm very for moderation.
Right.
So if there's sugar, in moderation too.
Right.
And if it's a treat of real bad sugar, in moderation, once a week maybe,
Right.
weekends.
Okay. Well, that's really
The
good.
honey, yes.
That makes me feel good. It makes me feel like it's reasonable.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Everything, because
Yeah.
you can't take away
Yeah.
all the pleasures in life.
Well, yeah. Well, I'll be honest. I mean, that's why us who are overweight fail a lot because we feel like it's all or nothing, and then it becomes nothing, right? Because you try doing it all. I'm gonna get rid of carbs and sugars and this and that and this and that, and before you know it, you're feeling really defeated.
Right.
You
And
know.
taking away all carbs, I know that's a big thing.
Yeah.
But our brains need carbs.
Yeah.
Our brains, athletes don't take, for the most part, the ketogenic diet. Athletes did try at one point to incorporate a ketogenic diet, and that was a failure. Some of them reported having more energy, but it didn't last. It wasn't for an endurance race. It was just for short races. But our brains need carbs, good carbs.
Yeah, and you know, I've heard a lot about this keto diet. I'll be honest with you, I tried it for like 2 or 3 weeks. I could not maintain. It was
not a
really,
lifestyle
really
you can-
hard. Yeah, oh my gosh. In the beginning, I was like, oh great, I did keto. Woo! They got the strips to test my ketos. I was in ketosis, the whole thing. I could not maintain it. Then I was getting frustrated because I'm like, why am I still not in keto stage? Because every little thing knocks you out of keto. And I'm not saying it doesn't work. If that's like your thing,
and
please
for
do it if
reasons,
that's your thing.
And for medical reasons,
Yeah.
there's like for epileptic patients, they do need some do need to be on a ketogenic diet. For certain reasons, it's appropriate, but for losing weight, I'm not sure that would be the best way.
Yeah.
It might be even more harmful for the kidneys.
Yeah.
Too much on the kidneys.
Yeah. And like you said, for losing weight, maybe. But if you're trying to be healthy, that's where I'm hitting that tricky spot. Yeah.
And I often tell my husband he battles with obesity. His family history, obesity, hypertension, and he really tries. And I often try to gear him to not think about the weight and think more about the lifestyle of how our children are going to need him to be there to run after our grandchildren and babysit and be able to have energy to kind of push the focus off of the weight gain and more of what you want to do with your life, how active and healthy you want to be.
Yeah, that's a good way to think. Thanks, Rocio. That's
awesome. This is wonderful.
So we're gonna have these eggs because Rocio
yummy.
likes ghee and a little bit of smoked paprika. I hope I didn't put too much on there for you.
That's perfect. That's great.
And you don't use salt.
I don't use salt.
Okay.
I'm not saying bad for you. We, as an athlete, we need salt at a certain points. We need that salt for muscle contraction and for cardiac contraction and the calcium channels that need to exchange. They need salt. So but I think we need very little, but I don't add salt to my food. I think the food has naturals.
Grab an egg there, woman.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Wow.
This is Rocio Fields and Nina Perez. We're coming at you from Memoirs of a Fat Girl. So I hope you guys got a lot out of this episode. I know I did, because to finally to have someone say to you, find the diet that's right for you, something that you can maintain and still be healthy in, is like a gold nugget that I will hold on to. So Rocio, thank you so much for being here with me today. And thank you guys for watching. This is Nina Perez signing off on Memoirs of a Fat Girl, going from FAT to PHAT in real time.
Nice.